Hey, so I'm about to review a video about Corey Holcomb and Cam Newton interview. So I heard about this because I was listening to the Ashay Shop on YouTube. Um, it's a video called We Need to Change, and I was listening to it, and she talked about this interview, and it made me curious. So I'm working on my hair. I'm almost finished. I'm almost finished. Oh my goodness. And I'm really loving it. So if you didn't watch my last video and everything, I'm starting a lock journey. I'm doing micro locks. I'm doing them myself. And I have everything done but this right here. And I'm almost finished.
Me on your show, because having me on your show comes with controversy. Where even though I am a stand-up comedian primarily, I'm also a preacher. I do things to give people the light without the Bible in my hand. Because I didn't read the Bible all the way through, but I did listen to it on audio.
But I'm a call cap on something real quick. You buy Gucci?
No, Gucci got an outlet store. I'm not paying top dollar for it. I just don't believe Stephen A. Smith is gonna say nothing in reality. He has to say what will make his boss happy.
Who has more influence, T.I. or Kim Kardashian?
T.I. was a platinum rapper. This bitch bust down for the game. That's all she did.
When you look at the BBL epidemic.
Because I know that's mental illness, to let somebody crack your ass open, put some Air Jordan shit up in there, and sew it back up.
Is there ever a situation where a female leads?
Never. Never. How the female gonna lead?
That's a form of sexism.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that.
Do you see how that comes off as...
No. Kim, you said you got a kid?
Yes, sir.
You don't make broken homes. Women make broken homes. Ain't no such thing as a man creating a broken home.
Will Smith and Jay.
Bruh, he seemed to be very, very ignorant. Very, very ignorant. Like, I don't know. Some of the stuff makes sense. Like, he was saying that it must be a mental illness for you to go onto an operating table and have them put some random shit inside of you. I kind of agree with that because I was thinking about transgenders and stuff like that. And when they go through the operation of getting their breasts and penis and everything removed, like, I feel like it's a form of delusion because even after that operation, you still not gonna be a woman. You just gonna be a castrated man. And I have seen some videos of people coming to the realization of what they did. Like, yo, I cut off my penis for what? For what? To be a woman, and I'm still not a woman. And that's, to me, is a form of self-hate. Because it'd be different if it would be different if it truly led to you being a woman. You get what I'm saying? Like, now you could carry children, you could give birth and all of that. It would be different if that was the case. But nah, you go and get this surgery to be the illusion of a woman. Get what I'm saying? And that, I agree. is a mental illness. Let me make sure this is recording. So let me see what he gonna say, but everything else is just programming. Everything else that he's saying is just programming. And it's just so insane because this programming got man being delusional about everything. Taking no form of accountability about nothing. So it's sad because it's like it makes them into grown children, and it's so unattractive when anybody can't take accountability. Anybody. So, if you like that, your mentality is, this is just how I was raised. My daddy did it. My granddaddy did it. Da 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 da. This is just how it is. Then you dumb. It's like you will never be able to create change because you don't believe in change just because everything always was the same. How can anybody grow and evolve with you? So yeah, whatever.
Data. They've been open about they have an open relationship.
But we'll like guys.
Huh? You can't just say that because that's slant. You're talking to a person.
I've paid for it.
We don't play like that. Sean Diddy Combs, Hugh Hefner. What's the difference?
What is you saying? We don't play like that. Is this still cuts? Just get into the interview.
One black, one white. They're not gonna let you leave with the money. The people who are really in charge of the music industry killed our best artists. Michael Jackson was murdered.
Yeah. Now he's speaking some truth. He's speaking some truth.
Prince was murdered. Whitney Houston was murdered. This is what I believe. I don't care how in awe I am of you right now. You are not finna tell me you up here for one person.
You're trying to deflect back to me.
No, I would never do you like that. You saying it ain't no other woman but the one woman?
Yes.
When somebody say Dr. Bryant, it irks me. Where's she a doctor at? Because I've done the research.
And it was what?
I don't see doctor nowhere.
Question, why do you support Trump over Kamala?
Well, I think you should know. I don't vote. I speak more for the bigot to show you who he is than the girl who a bigot and don't want nobody to know it. What they see on TV is bullshit. That's why it's on TV. Tell, lie, vision. I'm not one who goes around preaching hate, but I like to call out bullshit.
See, I'm excited because, when I was listening to the Ashe Shop, she zoomed in on the part where him talking about beating women and stuff like that. I just be hating this when it comes to conscious man. Like, for some parts of their mentality or some part of their consciousness, they make a whole bunch of sense. And then in other parts, they are extremely ignorant. You get what I'm saying? But let's see what happens. Cam Newton, he's an industry dude, I don't really count on him to ever be extremely weird. I mean, weird. Real. He's scared to say anything. Talking about you can't say that because that is sexism. But, then how do you really feel? What is your true thoughts? Because I'm starting to feel like you never gave your true thoughts. You gave whatever thought that you think people was going to agree with. So let's see what happens.
Hey, hold on, stop. We're gonna get back to the content at
Right,
hand.
I was just about to fast forward because y'all taking way too long.
But while I have your attention, I need you to go.
No.
What it is, here with another episode of Funky Friday, and I promise, I really do promise to give good content for the masses, but most of all, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna keep it funky for your asses. And nobody does it better than my next guest. He's an actor, he's a comedian, he's a radio host, and he also is a father. I present to some and introduce to others, Mr. Corey Holcomb.
What's up, baby?
You fly, ain't you?
Hey, I'm doing something different. This is colorful. It's something different.
What that is? What that?
It's that thing. I got it. Hey, Westbrook. This is Russell Westbrook.
Shout out to him.
And I'm also curious about the part where he talking about beating women, because in some contexts I could understand, just because I have seen some things, you know, like even when it comes to like Krishan and Blueface and everything, people don't understand that Krishan, it's like you gotta punch her in her face to get her to understand, no, stop following me, stop messing with me, move, get off of me, get off of me. Krishan is the type of person that she will push you to that point, and she wanna push you to that point because she get her off on it. She get her off on a man being aggressive with her. So let's see what context that he talking about, because we have to accept the fact that some women out here, they like to be abused, and we could get into the psychology of it and everything, because a lot of them that's all they know is abuse, and they grew some type of fetish with it and everything. But we'll see. I'll talk about it more when we reach the, how long is, damn, 3 motherfucking hours.
Honor the gift. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all start giving me free shit.
Yeah. Oh, you paid for that?
Yeah, I bought it.
You should.
I patronize the brothers who out here doing things.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got it.
Yes, sir.
I ain't rich, but I got enough to go in the store and take care of what I got to take care of,
Right.
especially when a brother doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm a call Cap on something real quick.
What happened? Give it to me.
You buy Gucci?
No, Gucci got an outlet store. I don't fuck, anybody got an outlet store, I'm not paying top dollar for it. I go, Louis Vuitton ain't got an outlet store. They burn their shit before they give it to broke motherfuckers. So that's why I buy Louis Vuitton. Gucci got an outlet store.
No, they
Anybody buy, Gucci got outlet stores, trust me.
A real Gucci outlet store.
Gucci got outlet store. You don't know nothing about it, because it ain't nothing for you to buy Gucci. But all the broke motherfuckers, they know what an outlet
What
store
an
is
outlet
at, don't
store
you?
is?
You broke motherfucker got on a Gucci purse. You motherfucker got it for half price. That's like not even having Gucci. Gucci on sale ain't Gucci. Motherfuckers. Go ahead, my bad. I went off right there because I don't like outlet stores, but they charge us top dollar for it. I bought a Gucci bag, I think it was like $4,000. I saw it at the outlet, $1,500. I thought I was at the airport doing something big, but goddammit, they had the Gucci bag for $1,500. Niggas who ain't doing what I'm doing can afford.
So it's all about status. It's the politics behind it. That's why you invest your money like that. You know, it'd be different if the excuse is quality. You know, like, I buy this brand because they have the best quality. You know, I don't want my clothes to just be falling apart after wearing them multiple times and stuff. But these people don't even wear shit multiple times. They wear shit one time, throw it in their closet and forget about it, and they just doing it to stay on trend. So either way, it's ignorant. Okay, this is me editing now, and that's not what he is saying, because I heard the part where he said that he bought this from a company that I'm not sure who they is, but maybe they a small brand or something. But he's saying that he would prefer to invest in a company that is doing something unique, like a black person doing something unique and everything. And he's saying he's supportive of black companies. And then Cam was like, I'm calling Cap because do you buy Gucci? See, Cam Newton is going to be doing this a lot in this interview, projecting. He doing a lot of projecting, and I feel like there's an agenda behind him bringing Corey on the show. And I felt like the reason was to chastise Corey. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it play out, but I wanted to correct that part.
Afford it. It ain't worth getting it.
Shit, I went down a walk in New York and a couple of walks down the street in Atlanta. I seen a doggone Gucci purse. What'd you pay for, $1,500 or?
At the outlet, it was $1,500, but I paid $4,000.
I take you to a place that you pay $50.
They got the Gucci looking bags.
No. It's Gucci.
It's real Gucci? How's it real Gucci for $50?
In your mind, it's Gucci. Shit. Got the same label, got the same all that. But to my point, I was saying, a lot of times...
That zipper ain't shit, though.
No. Oh, that leather strength, it's gonna be stretched out. It's gonna be stretched out, it's gonna be all out there. But what I'm saying is, so Honor the Gift is a Black-owned business from Russell Westbrook.
Yes.
Right? Oftentimes, a lot of people say, give me free shit, or let me get a discount, or let me do this, let me do that. Not to make it a big issue, but Honor the Gift needs your patronism. They need your money.
Of course.
When you go to Gucci, Louis, fucking Rolex, them niggas ain't gonna look at you and be like, I'm gonna give you 15% off because I really like you. They is just like, no, we're not bending. We're not negotiating with you. Either you can get it at store value or not. So it's a lot of hypocrisy in regards to having it and not having it. I remember one time a dude was actually here at Fellowship, and he was like, yeah, bro, every time I buy Gucci, they give me a discount. I'm like, bro, that's not Gucci.
No, yeah, I mean, I don't know who you know up there. Sometimes you got to hook up, though. Sometimes you got to hook up. I got to hook up at the airline. It's Spirit, but bitches who ain't been nowhere don't know the difference. You know what I'm saying? So I put them on Spirit and bring them to come see me. I ain't this is Spirit.
Oh, bruh. Yeah. But the issue with Black-owned sometimes is quality. Sometimes it really is. And I understand because a lot of times they have to do things for cheaper because they don't have the capital or whatever. It's quality and consistency. I remember one time it was this restaurant open, and I used to love their hot wings, but I could never catch them open. Like, they would just close the shop in the middle of the day, and it's because of other situations that they had in the family and stuff like that, but still. And I remember hitting them up. I was like, bruh, I'm trying to spend my money here, but I could never find you. Like, I could never get to your shop because what you have on Google, when I get there, it's not open. Because she was doing something that she would close 2 hours of the day and then reopen. It was just crazy. And she was like, oh, my bad. She said that she would give me a discount next time I come in. And I took that discount. But I came back and spent money though. I'm thinking about going back now. But sometimes Black companies, we need to get some type of machine, some type of organization behind us so that we could do stuff for the cheap, so that we could do stuff for the low. But I get what Cam is talking about. He's talking about how, you know, how people don't want to invest in Black companies, or they want a discount, or they don't want to spend money and everything. Like, if you Black owned, people expect for you to be cheaper. So, yeah, I understand where he coming from.
But I wouldn't fly that motherfucker. But, you know what I'm saying? It's expensive to fly girls where you want them to be, but Spirit is out there. As long as they ain't got a lot of bags with them, the flight is really $150.
Yeah.
But if you got bags with you, they be taxing your ass.
Purse too?
Man, Spirit, boy, they knock you upside the head. You want some water on that plane, they be like, well, credit card, please.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm really looking forward to the things that we're going to cover over this episode of this interview. Or as I would like to call it, fuck the podcast. We just gonna have a candid conversation.
And didn't I tell you, give it to me.
Yes, sir.
Don't hold nothing back.
Slow down. Slow down.
Oh, yeah, that didn't sound right, goddamn.
Slow down. Listen, we in this day and age now, we gotta make sure that everything is out there in the open so it ain't no type of...
No, everything cool. I ain't seen no baby oil since I've been up in this motherfucker. I swear to God, everything cool. If you don't make jokes about it, man, that means something wrong with you. Look, when something happen, you ain't never got to rub it in. I don't like people who rub it in. But you got to say something about the stuff that people think you're not supposed to say something about if you want to be remembered. If you say everything that's easy to talk about, ain't nobody going to remember that. You got to say something. When you see somebody slip and fall, you make sure they good. After you see they good, you be like, get your pussy ass up. That's how you really supposed to do it.
But if they really hurt, though.
If they hurt, you got to hold a laugh in.
But that don't mean you ain't gonna laugh.
You got to laugh, man. If you hold in a laugh, you're cheating yourself. A laugh is the most genuine thing that you can do. It's one of the, listen.
Yeah, but making fun of somebody is not funny. It's not funny to me at all. Like, those whole roasting shows or whatever, I don't find those entertaining and everything. Like, I could understand if somebody laughed and it was, like, naturally funny because it could have been the way that they laugh. I mean, the way that they fall and stuff like that. But I don't feel like it's a necessity to laugh because they fall. And that's how he kind of explaining it. Like, you know, that's what you're supposed to do. If somebody fall, you're supposed to laugh at them. No. Okay, I want to say that in hindsight, looking over the video, I feel like that's the way that it sound coming out of his mouth because of the way that he explained it or the context he explained it in. But I don't think that's what he meant. I believe that he meant that, you know, you have to laugh things off. It's kind of like when you have an embarrassing moment, it's not funny to you for a while. But when you get older and you look back on a situation, you could like laugh at yourself now. And I feel like that's what he meant. Like, you know, and I get it from his perspective because I tapped into times that I laugh at things that it don't seem funny. But the perspective that I was looking at it from, which is a more balanced perspective because it prevented me from being sad or angry or bitter. Instead, it was humorous to me. And maybe it's because I know what's behind it. I know that it's some type of game that's being played. I know that this is something that I really shouldn't take seriously because this is a trick that they trying to play on the masses. So, you know, I could be laughing and people might be thinking like, you really inconsiderate. Or some people might even be thinking like I'm sadistic or something because I'm laughing at something that they said that you're not supposed to be laughing at. So, yeah, I understand his point of view.
When people come to my comedy shows, sometimes a lot of guys can't laugh because they are in a situation where they being ran by their lady. So they do this. Because, you know, I talk about things that they go through. It's just they feel like I'm not supposed to talk about it, like abortion. Bitches kill kids. Bitches kill kids more than anybody. So when I make jokes about this, I don't expect you to not laugh because your lady don't want you to laugh. You're supposed to laugh, argue in the car. That's what a real relationship is. If you don't...
Yeah, but not everybody thinking like him. Some of those men might not be laughing because they might have had a chick that went and got an abortion when they really didn't want her to. You know? I've seen things like that. I mean, people, not every man think like you. And it doesn't make them an alpha man to think like you, okay? And some of them, they might even be more understanding of the situation, and that's why they don't want to have to laugh. Or, you know, you don't know what their situation is. So,
Argue with your woman, and Every once in a while, don't ever hurt your woman. Don't ever punch your woman or nothing. Sometimes you got to hold her head to the glass just to let her know you're stronger than her. If she don't know you're stronger than her, she going to talk crazy. Hold her head to the glass. I mean, even if she called the cops, ain't no proof you held her head to the glass. At least that's how I live. Hold her head to the glass. When they see they really can't lift their head, I mean, do this again, they be like, okay. That's what it's all about. Male dominance. You gotta establish male dominance.
Nah. Alright, so before I say what I say in the video, I want to say that I also understand his perspective right here too, because I was thinking about a time that I was play wrestling with my ex-husband. And I am strong for a female, but I'm not stronger than him as a man. And we was play fighting and everything, and I was kind of winning. And I was like, dude, I'm stronger than you. And he was like, no, you're not. I am stronger than you. And he was like, no, you're not. So we get to play fighting again, and he body slammed me to show me that he was indeed stronger than me. And it put things in perspective. But, you know, we was just playing and having fun. It wasn't violent at all. We didn't have no argument. I'm just a very playful person. And I've been play fighting and play wrestling like all my life. It's just something that I used to enjoy to do. I ain't really do it in a long time, so I don't know if I still... You a weak motherfucker if you have to establish male dominance like that, okay? Because I'ma respect you as a man if you know how to hold your own without doing all of the shit that he talking about. Like, even a man that wasn't a fighter, like if I was with a man and he like, I'm a lover, not a fighter, but he still know how to think for himself. He still know how to teach something. Because if I could learn something from you, that's the shit that's gonna turn me on. And that's the shit that's gonna make me feel like you a powerful motherfucker. Not you putting your hands on me. As soon as you put your hands on me, I'ma think that you weak as fuck. And I might. See, please don't put me in a situation where you planning to beat my ass and all of that shit like that, and I'm trying to leave you and you won't let me go. Your ass might have to die. Okay? Leave me the fuck alone. Don't be doing that. Don't be getting too crazy with me. Because I will free myself. Any means necessary.
If you care about your woman, if you're around your woman and she think that you are equal to her, you're going to have to put up with the bullshit. Every girl I've been with over 6 months.
That is so not true. Look, every girl I've been with in the past 6 months. Look at this. You look dumb as fuck. You look dumb as fuck.
Head to the glass. Go ahead, Cam. My bad. I ain't mean to get carried away. I'm a little fired up because I'm here with you, brother. One of the best to ever do it, by the way. Cam Newton right here.
Is there ever a joke that's off?
He know how to kiss ass. That's for sure. And I bet he probably don't do this shit to white women. He got a whole different standard for them. I hope that conversation come up.
Off limits in comedy?
Sometimes.
Like what?
Somebody just died and you know the person. Got to hold off for at least a week. The funeral is the best time to crack honest jokes about somebody you love who passed. Like my homeboy, rest in peace, Scope Bubble from Atlanta. Everybody know him, or a lot of people know him. When he died, everybody was making jokes about the suits he used to wear and everything, but it was coming from a good place. That's what I'm saying. You can joke about anything, but sometimes timing, like if you see somebody get hit by a car, and you be like, damn, his head said, that ain't cool. But later on, at the funeral or something like that, you can make a joke if you think it's gonna hit. But if it don't hit, just say, fuck it, my bad. That's what I do.
So You think talking about abortion is gonna hit every time, or
The way I talk about abortion, everybody can't do it. Some people try, it don't work for them. In this business, Cam, I think I got you by some years. Well, I know I do. When you got people who are talented, you have to recognize their talent and understand talented people can't have untalented people around them because untalented people will do things to sabotage the talented person just because they know they can't never match that. Like if
That is the truth. Everything that he said, even when it comes about talking about certain things, because some people, the way that they talk about something, like me talking about transgender or whatever like that, and I feel like what I say could still upset a lot of people, but the way that I say it, it helps them to understand it from a different point of view because I'm not talking from a place of hate. Like, I'm not disgusted with transgenders or feel like they should hide away and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to invalidate how they feel. But it is a deeper element to it because however they feeling and the solution that they think that they have by all these operations is not going to fix it. So at what point is you going to start to really face yourself and deal with those issues? Is it after all the operations? You know? So it might be a situation that initially they are offended by me, but after some time when they come back and listen and everything, they could see the wisdom in it or they could see it from a different point of view or whatever. Yada, yada, yada. And that's how my energy is set up with people. But not everybody could do that. Not everybody have that particular talent. And what he talking about, hanging around non-talented people, I get that as well. I ain't always feel like that because I always kind of felt like I could bring people along with me and stuff or, you know, make them a part of my plan. But like he said, they will try to sabotage it because they want to be in your position. They don't want to help you get there. They want to take it from you.
if you are
But people are talented in different ways, okay? So, and I'm able to see that. A person don't have to be talented like me. They could be talented in something else. But as long as they have a sense of self, it's not really about talent. It's like a sense of self.
a good swimmer and you hang with somebody who's not as good as you, they gonna try to do something to say you ain't swimming right or something like that. This might sound crazy, but this is real. If you got somebody around you who's not just as talented as you, on the same level as you, they're going to start getting mad just when they see you shine. That's how life go. A lot of people don't know that. In fact, them people who ain't as talented as you, they'll make you think that you are a bad person for displaying your talent. They try to hold you back. That's my opinion and what I have seen.
Yeah, that's the truth. Look at how Cam looking with your pointy toes.
Every time I had somebody that wasn't talented up close on me, they wind up being my enemy. They wind up being somebody who despised me.
in the industry or just in personal?
In anything. If you go to an orgy with somebody, if that one dude can't fuck like you, he gonna say, oh, he stink. That's how it go.
But
people who can't do it like you can't be right up there on you unless they put in check. Be like, look, now you know you can't fuck like me, so don't be getting mad later on, goddammit. Don't bring your girl around me either, because I know what's gonna happen. Because I know who I am. That's what you gotta do to people like that.
So
non-talented people got to get checked.
in that situation, you created the scenario. Do they go first or do they go last?
Well, it doesn't matter when they go. They're not going to be able to do what you do. And that's what you got to remember. If you're the talented person, you're vulnerable to the person who's not talented. The person who's not talented is going to hold you back because they know they can't keep up with you. I'm talking to all of the people who come with talent. Mm-hmm. If you come with some type of talent, understand the people around you, if they're not on your level, they have to be checked and put in their level.
Okay.
Now, I don't necessarily know about the check-in part. You might just have to remove them from your space. But no, he kind of right because it kind of end up being that, you know, it kind of end up being, yo, nah, he like all the way right, actually. He like all the way right because honestly, if you friends with somebody that's not as talented as you, but maybe they have the same goals and aspirations as you, as you working with them, they want you to dim your light so that they could shine brighter. And they will do that. They will do that shit. And then you don't want to say like, but I do this better than you and stuff like that because it make you sound arrogant, right? But sometimes you have to do that. And sometimes it get worse and worse and worse until you do that. You know? But I just can't see myself doing that like in the beginning of the friendship. It's only after you showing me that, okay, now this have to happen and everything. Because I'm still learning you. Like maybe you have talents and stuff like that. Because a lot of times people come to me and they try to make it seem like they either more talented than me or as talented as me. For some reason, I attract people who it's like they try to come to me and they trying to set it up where they leading me. I don't get why y'all do that because I don't come to people like that. Because I'm not looking to lead you. So it's already problematic. They have the same pattern and every damn thing. The way they talk to you, I could see it in the beginning. Because they all do the same thing. And they sit here and they watch me, right? These will be people who have watched me. They could have even studied me. And then when they approach me, they think they're going to do it different than the last person. And they end up doing the same shit. Using the same words, going in the same direction. It's because you can't hide your intent. But this is a long ass video, so.
So I see what type of time you on.
Yeah, it is.
But let me reel it back.
Okay.
Real quick. Corey, where you from?
I'm from Chicago.
Okay. The real Chi-Town. Like, are you talking about Chirac, Chi-Town?
I grew up around all them 7-4 niggas. What up, y'all? Y'all good?
So when did we understand that, oh, I'm the funny nigga? And now understand this, there's a lot of things in our...
Yeah, something wrong is going on here. And it's Cam Newton. Cam Newton is a type of person like I couldn't be friends with him. And he picking up on it. See, he might have some ignorant ways, but he has some wisdom. And I feel like he's an older soul. And Cam Newton is setting it up like, bruh, let me teach you. Let me put you on game. Let me show you how to be a uppity nigga. It's basically what it is. Cam Newton, you ain't that nigga. It'd be different if he was talking to somebody else. Like Bobby Hemming or something. But Bobby Hemming is not an interviewer. Not everybody is an interviewer. Even if it was like Dr. Umar or something like that, but I feel like he would talk to Dr. Umar differently. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Our culture that, you know, being a funny nigga comes with his perks of like, oh yeah, that's Corey, that's the funny nigga. But also it's like, when you serious, it's like, man, nigga, relax. You the jokester, nigga. Mm-hmm. So how have you been able to balance that growing up in Chicago?
You can't balance it. You just have to, your work you put in is going to determine who you are. I crack jokes, but I also say a lot of things that people can build off of. All of the time, people walk up to me and be like, man, you know what, I was going through it with my girl, but after what...
Because honestly, everything that he has said up to this point, I never looked at him as just the funny nigga. He was saying some real shit. And that's how I was taking it. But you can see Cam is taking it like that. Corey, I hope that you could
what you said, man, I get it. It ain't nothing. It's just a thing. It happens. You get what I'm saying? So through time, I've put in enough work where even though I am a stand-up comedian primarily, I'm also a preacher. I do things to give people the light without the Bible in my hand. So that's the difference between me and the average preacher. The average preacher walks around holding the Bible. I make quotes that are Bible-like that I didn't even read out the Bible because I didn't read the Bible all the way through, but I did listen to it on audio. I don't know if that, is that the same?
Because I feel like Cam Newton, he care a lot about how people see him and how people perceive him. He being judgmental. That's basically what I'm saying. He's projecting on him.
Same thing if you listen to the audio, if you read.
What version?
Whatever version was on that audio. It
And
started out.
look, he looking for a place to jump in at to teach him, to school him. Ooh, I hate when people do that shit. I see it when people doing it with me, how they gearing up to it. Better be careful with that shit because you might get cussed out and then act like you don't know what happened. Just because when people are doing that, it's like they don't feel like they can learn anything from you. So they almost looked at you ignorant. Like, let me put you up on game or something. I'm not looking for your game. I'm not looking for you to teach me something. If I was, I would have came and asked you. We just having a conversation. So why you even gearing up to get in that? Look at it. He gearing up. He gearing up to teach somebody. No, shut your ass up.
With Adam and Eve. Eve, you a funky bitch. We living in sin because of your ass, goddammit.
See
This is
that?
not
From the
I was just taking up for your ass. In some ways, it makes sense and everything. But, see though, what's your name, Corey?
forbidden tree ass. Go ahead.
This ain't blasphemy.
What is blasphemy? What that mean? I heard of it before. I just want to make sure I know what it means.
Okay, so when you take quotes out of the Bible and you turn it in a way that it wasn't intended for it to kind of be.
So how was it intended? I said that just, I'm throwing it back at you.
Yeah.
The Bible is intended for people to read it. Now, my interpretation of the Bible, how can it be wrong? The first lie ever told was when the devil lied to Eve when she was out there in the forest without her man. He was like, hey, come here, bitch, you ever ate from this tree right here? Eve was like, no, we ain't supposed to eat that. And then the devil was like, bitch, eat the motherfucking apple. Then after she ate the apple, she got Adam to eat the apple, and then God kicked him out the garden. This is what happens when your bitch is out there by herself. If your woman is in the street by herself, she is in danger. The devil is gonna get to her and make her do stuff she wouldn't have did if you was with her. If you was with her, the devil would have been like, y'all want this? You'll be, hey man, go on with that bullshit, man.
Well, the way that it is today, I feel like it's the other way around. I feel like, really, this is one of the great distractions, great destructions, because I really feel like women is leading, and women are always led. I really feel like it's women who keep men out of trouble. Like, your woman is going to be the one with the wisdom. So I feel like he's used to dealing with a certain type of woman, and he looked for that type of woman. He'd probably even the type that, you know, he might not want a woman that's too smart, too aware, too intelligent, because he afraid of being outstaged by a woman. Like, it fucks with his masculinity to have a woman around him that is capable of doing for herself. And, you know, this, I'm saying this while I'm editing the video, but I had already watched it and everything, and later on he gonna talk more about his choices in women. But nah, it's extremely backwards, because I feel like right now there's a lot of toxicity between both men and women. Like, but if you really was to go back and you study the history of a powerful man, you're gonna see that he had a powerful woman in his corner. It doesn't matter if it was his wife, if it was his mother, if it was his sister, but there was some type of female figure in his life that kept him grounded and gave him wisdom. The type of wisdom that he couldn't get from other men. And honestly, how destructive men are right now, like, they really fucked up right now. Like, they really fucked up. They gonna lead you to the devil. In a lot of situations, I had to either stay away from a man or get away from a man to avoid the devil. So, no, what a man can do, he can build an illusion around you. He could build an illusion that all that other shit that you don't accept is bad for her. He could build the illusion that his choices that he make for your life is better than the choices that you can make for your own life. That's building an illusion. But women are not property, and I really wish men would stop seeing us like that. Stop seeing us like you got to come in my life and you have to dictate it. You got to come in my life, you got to tell me what I can do and what I can't do. You want me to come in your life to play a certain type of role, as a maid, as a mother, but you're not even considering what I need, and you feel like you don't have to listen to that anyways because you paying the bills. So, you know, it's really fucked up and backwards, but, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully they get their shit together, but if they don't, it's a plan B. It's a plan B, okay? And y'all don't want that plan B. Y'all don't want that shit.
But if your woman in the street without you, the devil can get to her. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This is my interpretation of the Bible. That's why God kicked them out the garden, because they ate from the forbidden tree. God was like, God damn, Adam, how you let the bitch eat the apple? You know, Adam was like, you can't.
I mean, it's so much history before the Bible. So now his whole thing becoming ignorant. And if you just limit it to that knowledge, if you limit yourself to that, which I feel like he look into other things, but he probably very selective. Like, he adapt whatever already fits his philosophy. So, because I could look at that same story in a different way. But he choosing to view it in a toxic masculinity way. I remember I hear Dr. Umar, he talking about women talking about toxic masculinity. Well, this is what I believe toxic masculinity is right here. I don't know what other people's definition, but this is what I see it as.
Gave me the bitch, what I'm supposed to do with it? So it went bad. Yes. And we started living in sin. We didn't start dying until Eve and Adam both. They ate from the forbidden tree. He was listening to his bitch. You ain't supposed to listen to your bitch extensively. You supposed to love your woman, but if she talk too much, you got to cut her off. Every time my woman talking to me, if she say more than 10 words at a time, I'll be like, just wait. God damn it, you're talking to me. You're going to get me to listen to you. I don't need.
And that's so ignorant. That's so ignorant, especially if you have a woman with wisdom. And all through history, powerful men had women that they was married to that gave them wisdom, that helped them to become powerful. Don't think that you could do it without the woman. Don't think that you could do it without her. You have a powerful woman on your team, you could do anything. You could do anything. And a real man will understand that. You just insecure. You insecure. That's what it is. So you can't let no woman even think that she's smarter than you or something like that. You should want your woman to think like that. You should want your woman to be able to reach as far as she could reach mentally, spiritually, or whatever, because that will benefit you.
I need to listen to you. You throw me a text or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And I'll read it at my will. That's how it's supposed to go. You ain't supposed to have a long conversation with your woman. I know this sounds like it's crazy because you younger than me, Cam. You younger than me. I don't know how much I got you by.
See, for me, I don't judge.
You don't judge?
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
That's
you
cool
do.
then.
No. So everything that you got going on, it's my job to ask you the questions. Your job to you can ask me questions too. And we just gonna have a funky ass conversation.
Like I said upstairs when we was first talking, I think you try to be a gentleman. I really think, I think you go out your way to be a gentleman. This is what I think.
Okay.
I can't say it's a fact, but I think you try to be a gentleman. Do you know in this world that we live in now, that's gonna be held against you? Because you conduct yourself as a gentleman, people will talk to you like you stupid. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I know we was gonna get to the shit, but I saw a heifer.
I see where you're going.
He judged me.
I said, no, I'm just trying to, I'm telling you, we driving together. We gonna get to Dr. Brown.
You driving, I'm following you.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. But I can't let you speed.
Okay, cool.
Cause it's a speed limit here.
Okay, cool.
You dig what I'm saying?
We'll save it for later.
What I'm trying to ask you, you've made a joke about abortion.
Of course.
You made a joke about the Bible.
Yes. Well, it wasn't a joke.
Okay.
These are facts.
Which is, that is subjective to how you think.
No, these are facts. Bitches kill kids. Ain't no doubt about it.
Okay.
Bitches kill kids.
Cool.
Is that a fact?
Cool.
I'm asking you.
I think it's a collective.
That's that gentleman bullshit I
No, it's just a fact.
Bitches kill kids.
It's a fact. So my question to you is freedom of speech dead in comedy, or should it just be something where the get out of jail free card was, bro, it's a joke, bro, like, shit.
I think some people take advantage of that, but freedom of speech in comedy is going to go down with people like me who don't care about being blackballed, cancel culture, all that shit don't bother me. Hollywood's scared of me, and I believe Hollywood is scared of me because you got an alpha right here who might speak his mind. And if you speak your mind...
See that alpha mentality, I knew. And they don't understand how that's a programming within itself. It is true that it's some men, the way that they carry themselves, women tend to respect them. But you don't have to be disrespectful in order to get respect. And I feel like a lot of women today, it's this programming of them not wanting to be respected. Now, I don't know how true it is, because you see a lot of those YouTube videos of men saying, oh, how a woman respond to a disrespectful man versus how a woman respond to a respectful man. And they would show that the woman would gravitate towards the disrespectful man. I don't see that in my day-to-day life, though. That's like on the internet. I do not see that in my day-to-day life. So is that something that's really going on? Or it's a programming because that's what they want to go on. But see, man, they will see these videos and think that that's the reality. Like, this is how women really is. when it's not. And let's say that they might get surrounded by a whole bunch of bots that do think like that though. And it makes them go further into that programming. But then you have to understand that you are living in a matrix. But I'm really loving them. I do wonder what's gonna happen when I start to wash them and everything. Um, the reason I'm not really worried about slippage that much is because I was thinking about trimming my ends, but I decided not to. And then my best friend told me that she heard that um if you have split ends and you start your lock journey, that it will actually help your hair to lock faster. And I was like, "Psh, uh, you don't have to say nothing else because that's just less work for me. So I didn't have to worry about splitting my ends." And that what she heard is correct because I was redoing some of them, and when I was trying to take out the lock, I did lose some hair because the endings they will tangle up quickly. So I think that would help with like slippage and everything, but we will see. We will see. And what else? Oh yeah, I made the oil, but I'm waiting on some spearmint, peppermint, tea tree, yang yang oil to come in the mail. I had ordered some because I'm like all out. Actually, I might have some around here somewhere, but I probably had it so long that it's probably no longer effective. So I need some new oil anyways. And I use what I have in my cabinet, which was sunflower oil and avocado oil. So I didn't use olive oil like I was talking about in the last video. So I put like this much of avocado oil and the rest of it is sunflower oil. And next time I make this, and if I make it with avocado oil, I will put even less avocado oil in it. You could tell how the oil absorbs by rubbing it on your skin. When you rub avocado oil on your skin, it takes longer to absorb into your skin. It kind of sits on top and it will absorb after a while, but maybe not all of it, depending on what's going on with your skin, or maybe your skin don't need to absorb that much oil. So it just kind of sit on the top of your skin until you take a shower and everything. Um, that will cause a buildup. That's what I imagine. Now I didn't hear that, but that's what I'm thinking. That would cause a form of buildup. What I like about sunflower oil, that it would you rub that shit on your skin, it's gonna be gone in seconds. It's just gonna it's such a light oil that it absorbs very quickly into your scalp. Um, but I like a little bit of delay so that your skin could moisturize over time. So that's why I don't just use that by itself. I usually use it with like olive oil, this time avocado oil. Um, because it will delay the process of absorbing into your scalp. Um, it's taking a little too long for me though. That's why I want to add less avocado oil. If you use olive oil, you could use like that little bit between my two fingernails. You could use that much and be okay because olive oil is lighter than avocado oil. So yeah, and all the essential oils or whatever that I'm using in it is for to I guess grow my hair, to help my hair to grow and to make sure that my scalp stay healthy because all my life I dealt with dandruff and stuff like that, but I am working on it. I'm trying to get rid of it. Um, Over the years I tried, but I didn't stay consistent and everything. But this time I'm trying to be consistent and I have seen a lot of improvements. What I will say that when I started to become more spiritual and more balanced, my scalp automatically started to do better. I really truly believe that your state of being influence and affects your health. I remember there was a time my daughter had eczema and it was like in the beginning stages of my marriage. Like she her eczema was flaring up and everything. And I asked her recently about that time and how she was feeling and everything. And it made a lot of sense. Like she was repressing a lot of feelings and everything. And it was because of her trying to get used to the way of my ex-husband because he felt like children. He's Jamaican and he from a parish. So he felt like the children should clean the home and everything. And, if you tell them to do something like clean up the bathroom, they should just get up and do it immediately and everything. Like he had that type of parenting style. I didn't parent like that. So me and him would get into disagreements about parenting. And my daughter, she's very empathetic. She felt like she was a bad child or something. That's how she was internalizing it. She felt like she was causing problems. She felt like, you know, she was the cause of the disagreement and stuff like that. And I used to try to reassure her that, you know, I don't want her to internalize it like that, but um it's gonna happen anyways. So that's when her eczema got worse. It started to get better as we started to adjust together. Um, because after some time, he started to like fall back a little bit. Fall back, but I still allow him to have a say in certain things. I didn't want to exclude him and I didn't want to be like not a parent to her. Like I didn't want that, but I was very protective of my child and her feelings and emotions was very important to me. And I always made that very clear. All right, anyways, let's get into this. I do want to say that a part of the reason I was very disagreeing to the parenting style is because I feel like those ways are toxic. When you think that your kids should be your own personal maid and shit like that, or they shouldn't question things, they should just do what they tell you. I wouldn't, I can't even imagine raising my child like that because I want my child to be able to communicate with me and to be able to tell me anything. I don't want them to be afraid of me. And when I learned about his childhood, I understood the way that he was thinking. But just because our parents did it, don't mean that we should do it. Like we have to be the generational curse breakers. So after many times of talking and communicating, he naturally understood my point of view because it was healthier in the long run. And that's how we was able to heal it because my way made sense. It would be different if my way was toxic. Like if I made him feel excluded, like he didn't have no say, or I was angry and violent with him when he tried to correct my child or something like that. And I was very conscious of that. I didn't want to make him feel like that because I also didn't want to make him feel uncomfortable or like his feelings didn't matter. So just over time, if you are compassionate of both points of views, you could heal it. You could balance it. And that's just what happened. It might not work all the time, but it's gonna work at least some of the fucking time. Some things gonna get healed, some things gonna get changed, but you have to put yourself in both people's shoes. And that's what I was doing in that situation. Because I understood how he felt and where he was coming from, but I also understood how my daughter felt and where she was coming from and how I felt, because that whole look, I told you to go clean the bathroom and you still haven't did it and da 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 da. But it did take baby steps. First, it was like, okay, let's organize the chores and everything. Like we got like a board and everything, and I gave her a certain time frame to do it, which was many hours. That way she didn't feel rushed and she didn't feel obligated and da 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 da. Yeah, it took a lot of work. I just felt like it was important to say that. Um, so that if y'all going through that issue, because this was an issue of different parenting styles, and also he is not my daughter' biological father. So he was her stepfather. And that was his first time ever being a stepfather. So yeah, if you're going through that, because I'm telling you, this why I'm like, if I had young kids, it would be hard for me to date, for real. Um, But sometimes in some situations, it's better when you introduce a man in your child life, a healthy man, when they are younger. Um, Me though, um, I'm very protective of my child. Very, 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 very protective. And I'm the type of person like when my child hurt, I hurt. If my child in pain, I'm in pain. So I guess my parenting is kind of gentle and everything but it's still stern. Like my daughter, she respect me. Cause there's times that I have to be like, look, I have to check her or whatever, but she respect me. So I don't have to go to the point of putting my hands on her or making her feel bad about herself. Cause I see a lot of mothers do that to their daughters. They would try to break their spirit in order to get the daughter to listen to them and obey. I naturally could never, but thankfully, the way that my daughter personality is and my personality fits, I know that in some situations it's just not going to be easy because I could just imagine it would be different if I had a daughter that mm, out there in the streets. Like a more outgoing daughter, like somebody that like to go to the clubs, they in a rush to grow up. They can't wait until they start drinking and having sex and stuff like that. They start dating boys early and stuff. If I had a daughter like that, it would be different. It would be different. I have a daughter, she's very strong-willed and headstrong like I was. and don't listen, it would be different. So I was blessed. I was blessed. But also, I feel like my daughter didn't end up being that way because of the way that I parented and because I'm just so real with her. I'm very real with my daughter. So I feel like that's why it didn't turn out that way because just like our hurt when my daughter is hurting, she hurt when I'm hurting. You know, we have that compassion and deep bond with each other. So, yeah. Anyways, all right, now let's get started for real, for real.